Taking you through the Texas defense right here at the Voice of College Football with the Longhorns on the practice field for about a week. We got Matthew Miller on the line, as we typically do. You can catch Matthew, of course, uh, hosting our Texas Longhorns post game here at the Voice of College Football for the past couple seasons. Matthew, what's going on?
Nothing much, Mark. Right now, enjoying the Longhorns in the Sweet 16. Looking ahead to Texas football, though.
That's right. They did advance the most recent game against Penn State, I believe. Yeah. Well, I guess before we get to the player situation, it is notable that Gary Patterson, big name from his days at TCU, has stepped away from his defensive responsibilities with the university.
Yeah, he stepped away for about a month ago, and a lot of people around the program, I guess, were not surprised. I think it surprised some fans because we thought if he was going to leave at some point, it'd be for a head coaching job. But he just wanted to spend time with family, is what he said. But there's also sources that said if he gets that itch in August, he'll be right back where he was on that Texas sideline, which it would not shock me knowing Gary Patterson, how fired up he gets, how much he loves football, to see him on the Texas sideline at some point because I think he enjoyed it. I think there was even quotes last year saying he couldn't believe what he was wearing when he was on the Texas sideline wearing Texas gear, but he enjoyed it a lot. And he definitely helped. I do think he made some improvements in our defense. I don't think all the credit should go to him, though. I think Pete Kwiatkowski was a great defensive coordinator. He proved that at Washington. He struggled in the first year in the Big 12, but I think it was more of him adapting to the schemes of the Big 12 because the Pac-12 and Big 12 play different styles of football, and I think it takes a little bit of time to adapt to that.
All right. Well, let's get right to it in regards to the Texas defense. And we'll start up front with the defensive line and your thoughts about who stands out there.
I mean, Barron Sorrell, that TCU game, the first half of the game, his name was just being constantly shouted out. He led the team in sacks with 5.5. Again, not enough for a program like Texas. I think your leading sack guy at a program like Texas has to be in the 8 to 10 range, even higher some years. But I think we're getting there. Alfred Collins is back for a senior year. If people remember when Chris Ash was on the staff under Tom Herman, he said he reminded him of the Bosa brothers. Like, that's how talented he saw this guy. And this guy just has not been able to step up and play the type of football he needs to play. And Alfred Collins, like I said, though, Barron Sorrell has played well. I think Justice Finkley, who played a little bit as a freshman, played pretty well. Didn't pop off the film much, but I think he's in line for a big year in his sophomore year out of Alabama. He's a good player. So the defensive line definitely has a lot of depth. There's no doubt about that. But the problem is, do we have any top-tier talent there? We're going to find out this year. Obviously, Ovi Ogofu, as you see on screen, the sixth leading tackler, transferred out again, so he won't be there. But, we have talent at those positions. We're deep at those positions. But are we having C-plus guys rotate, or are we going to have a couple A guys come in and show what they're really made of? That's the real key.
Are you more concerned about the interior or the edges?
Edges, 100%. The interior with Tavondre Sweat and those guys in the middle, I think will be fine, especially Byron Murphy coming into his junior season. He played pretty well last year as a sophomore. I'm concerned with the edges because, again, I think Barron Sorrell, you can pencil him in for 5 to 7 sacks. I think he's good enough, but you need another guy on that other side to do the same thing. And I don't know if we have that. That's going to be the key. Colton Vasquez is coming in as a freshman. I don't know if he's going to be able to contribute right away, but we'll see.